This episode of BeatRoots was recorded in May 2024. Good evening and welcome to the 6th episode of the BeatRoots podcast. I'm Jamie, joined by Chris.
Hello there.
We are joined by Paper Scenes.
Hello.
Alright. More specifically, Bav and Julian. The Paper Scenes released their debut single, Echo Falls, in September 2022. And they've got 4 singles in the repertoire. With
Altogether,
with some hopefully on the way very soon. Hopefully we'll speak about it very shortly. That's it. You guys all met at university?
Yes, the original members did, because we weren't originally Paper Scenes.
Oh, okay.
Originally a band called 42nd Street, because like all the tragic bands in the world, we met in a nightclub and thought, yeah, that'll be a band.
Nice.
And then later changed our name, and then Julian got introduced. Mm-hmm. And came the new lead guitarist, and we've gone on from there. Same with the new drummer Jonah.
I brought them all in.
Lots of member
changes.
Lots of member changes.
What uni are you at now?
We are at BIM. So I think I don't know the acronym properly, but I think it's British and Irish Modern Music Institute. Because BIM Institute.
Something like that, yeah.
They've now become a uni, I think, last year. An official one. Rishi's putting his money into it.
God bless.
Thank God.
Where else is it at?
We're at the one in Manchester.
There's one in Manchester,
Right.
but there's one in Brighton, Dublin. There's one in Berlin as well.
Okay.
So we can if we want to. Well, you can't because you're third year. You're about to leave.
Yeah.
So
if I wanted to.
Silent period at the moment. He's about to leave, so he can't get this opportunity. But next year, I can just nip off to Berlin if I want to.
That'd be great.
Try and
awesome.
live like David Bowie.
Yeah, do a Bowie lifestyle.
Be like the Beatles.
Is there one in Hamburg?
Yeah.
Is there actually one in Hamburg as well?
I think so. There used to be, at least.
Yeah. There's a few famous artists that came. So I think George Ezra, Fontaines, I've heard apparently come from there.
Wow.
The Kooks. There's all Pale Waves as well.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of them. Maybe Rita Ora as well.
Paper Scenes as well now.
Yeah.
Added that long list of greats.
Yeah.
So where did it all start? That's where we want to get to the root of. For both of you individually, when did you first pick up a guitar? When did music become, your first memory?
It's not the early than me.
How old are you both?
I'm the older one. I'm 21.
I'm
22
soon. In a few days. I'm 21.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my early memories of music was in the car with my mum and dad. And it was like, I remember it was 2008 when the first Shadow Puppets album came out.
Nice.
I remember having that on like repeat in the car. Oh man, this is cool.
Yeah.
At about like 5 years old, I'm like, we'll have a bit of this. But then my dad had a guitar in the house and just lots of music on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was where my love for music
It was just
started.
around you all the time.
Always around. My dad could play, I think he could play Songbird. I remember him showing me that. And I think Day Tripper as well he had.
So it started with your dad then?
Yeah.
Well, your family, music in the car, but your dad started to teach you guitar?
A little bit, yeah. A little bits and bobs. And then I went and had lessons and then proper carried it on.
Right. So it stuck straight away then, pretty much.
Pretty instantly, yeah.
Some people,
it was always in. Always in the house. Mostly quite a lot of indie stuff, mostly like Manchester music. So there was always a lot of Stone Roses. Ian Brown was on a lot. Mm-hmm. Oasis, from Kings of Leon, and then BDI when they were knocking about.
Yeah.
And then Arctic Monkeys came out, so then that was on all the time. I remember moving house was when Favourite Worst Nightmares came out, so that was like the soundtrack.
Not a bad soundtrack to move house to.
That was the soundtrack of shifting the surface. I remember that. That was good. First album I bought on vinyl though as well.
Favourite Worst Nightmares.
Mine was awful. First album, I think of what was Rick Ashley best.
Love that.
The first CD I ever got was Akon. Smack that.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah. So what about you then, Bob? What's your first memories?
I think it was year 3. First musical instrument I played was a djembe. It's the South African drum. You pop it between your legs.
Wow.
I'm glad this came up.
I think it was when me growing up. It was
sort of just a global, like across the country, everyone was learning the djembe for some
Yeah,
reason. Whatever prime minister was in when, whatever prime minister was in when, do you know what these kids need to learn is
put down that
guitar.
recorder.
Yeah, learn the djembe. Get everyone learning the djembe. So learn that, and then my teacher, when he's got a good sense of room, get him to learn the drums. But I wanted to learn the guitar at the time. Had a guitar teacher that I don't think I got on with. Because I think, what was the first? I wanted to learn the first song was Satch Boogie by Joe Satriani.
Wow.
Because I think I played it on Guitar Hero. And she went, you're not. You're not going to play that.
It's not quite the same.
Here Smells Like Teen Spirit and Holiday by Green Day. Just get on with that.
Yeah.
Maybe in a few years.
Great entry level song.
And then I sort of, because of that, I actually fell out of love with music for a bit. Stopped playing it. I think I kept my drums up, got a grade 1 on it, then disappeared. And then when it came about year 7, year 8, hung up the sticks pretty much. Annoyed them. Came to year 7, year 8, and my brother was listening to Frank Turner.
Okay.
And like all the stuff that was on Frank Turner's record label when he was just starting. So like Will Varley, Frank Turner, Felix Hagen, if anyone remembers Felix Hagen. And Beans on Toast. Beans on Toast is the key one. 2009, Beans on Toast.
Are they
standing on a chair. No, he's English. London. Proper London, Essex boy.
So my friend's in Australia at the minute, and like last month he'd seen him it looked like an open mic night, but he was well into. I just thought they were Australian, but I've not listened to. What kind of stuff is it?
It's very, very. It's very liberal and political and very folky.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because why not?
Yeah, he dragged me to the Beans on Toast and playing one of the toasts. It was just alone, and it was good, but like some of the people, just like that, like pretend to be a tree, and everyone's there going like, "Oh, it's like, what's going on here?" I just want to watch Charlatans, man.
But for me, because it's what got me to songwriting was Beans on Toast, because what
a line!
As a sentence, it doesn't quite make sense out of context.
Yeah.
Jay McAllister from Beans on Toast, the way he songwrites, especially the first album, Standing on a Chair, 2009, everything about that album is so half-assed in the best way.
Mm-hmm.
And no disrespect for Beans on Toast, I absolutely love the man. But the reason I thought I could write a song was because I sort of listened to his music and went, I could write this.
Yeah. I mean, what a good way to get into it.
Yeah. But like MDM Amazing, that song, probably his most famous one. Oh, it's so simple. 3 chords. It's the song my Beatles, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's a big statement. Yeah. We'll see how long
his first album is 50
how long
songs
that
long.
statement lasts in years of this podcast. It still stands up the test.
Some scandal comes out after
2030. Wow, paper scenes cancelled.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, we know you work at Gulliver's, Julian.
I do.
You know,
Can never escape the place. We were there earlier.
Not even in London can you escape the place.
No, yeah, I got recognised in London. Like, you working Gulliver's?
Really?
Oh, for God's sake.
Someone must have followed you there.
Yeah.
I just like you got, because he said it sent in the band group chat. It's like, I got recognised. We were like, oh, you're recognised. You're in London. You got recognised for being in Gulliver. Brilliant.
Oh,
Can't escape the place. Love it to bits.
Well, that's where we got chatting to you on it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we would send you. We didn't realise that you were both there.
You
So
made a call like Julie went. That's Julie from Vacancies. Like,
yeah.
I was like, hello.
You were like, oh yes, I am his front man.
I am from.
So you must see a lot of bands when you're there.
I do, yes.
Is that good? Is that
good?
You see, you meet them obviously, but like, do you actually?
I always have a little chat with them. I remember what were they? They have a few like big, like quite biggish names. What were the Primitives? I think they were called.
Okay.
From like 80s or something. They played there. I think they only really had like one big hit.
Yeah.
But they were there, and that was like sold out. So that was really cool.
Do you get to chat with them much? Do you get to you knock around for like sound check or?
Yeah, if there's anyone, like if there's a name I know, I'm gonna like leave everyone on the bar. I'm gonna head up.
You time your like toilet break.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But if I'm a mates play up there as well, I'll go up. But I remember them playing there, so I went up and watched that. for a little bit. Funny enough, the people who recognised me in London, they were playing.
Okay. So they were a band then?
Yeah, they were called the Molotovs. And they were playing with Laurie Wright. And it was them that recognised me from there. They're from London.
Okay.
Wow, I'm going to go up and watch that. And that was sick. They were really good.
Laurie Wright's good. He's a great guy.
Yeah, Laurie Wright's great. I got chatting to all them lot and stuff. But it's usually too busy I'm like looking at them all sweating. I'm like, I can't leave.
Yeah.
I can't leave them. There's some great. Like first, before I was in Paper Scenes, Gulliver's was the first gig I did in Manchester.
Okay.
It was obviously like a bit like mad.
Yeah.
With the lesser, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
Flora.
Is that what they were called?
But it was a lot of fun.
I say it's can't believe it's not butter because the band was called Flora.
Oh, right, okay.
Right,
I thought that was a brilliant name.
Supporting beans on toast.
They were great. I'm still mates with them all. They're absolutely fantastic. But we all get gradually went into other bands. I think. But yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah,
I'll be going back in a bit.
Oh, are you there tonight?
I'll be drinking.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we probably will go back.
Yeah.
We'll have a drink in there.
Yeah.
Upset them all.
Do you hang about there much then? It was that just pure chance that we...
No, I'm unlikely. I'm basically the regular.
You prop that bar up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I can't escape him.
Well, I once offered to be security for it.
For Gulliver's?
For Gulliver's, yeah.
Or for the venue? Sorry, for the gig.
Both.
For both. Because
It's a big job, that.
The security you have, Jules, I get on with him, my housemate, because he's such a lovely bloke. Oh, it's a nice bloke to have met. And I just remember going, Jules, will you train me like it's karate? This is in front of the manager at the time, Molly. And
he had a few drinks.
Oh, I was quite.
I should hope so.
I was quite hammered. I was pretty steaming.
But you were sure?
Oh, I was
You
certain.
were confident of it?
Oh, I've watched that film numerous times. I'm sure I could just...
I'll just make it up on the spot.
I was waiting for a fly to come past and just snatch it out of there.
You'll never escape it.
No.
So, what do you do for a job? Do you work piano bar as well, or?
I used to work at Revolution de Cuba on Deansgate.
Okay.
Doing cocktails.
Nice.
But that was fun.
It was fun.
Eventful.
Yeah, eventful.
Yeah.
I had
Stories to
a
tell.
woman throw a drink in my face because there was not enough vodka in it.
Ah. And you were just
That's a
like,
good job,
no,
then,
no,
wasn't
no,
it?
no,
I was like,
there
I
is.
just poured it in front of you. I know there's double vodka in it. Taste it. I went, yeah, it tastes like vodka. And she's like, not enough. Bang.
Wow.
And she got kicked out.
Oh my god.
Good.
Now I work at O2 Apollo.
Oh, nice.
Doing
Quality.
drinks there. So I get to do see a lot of gigs.
Yeah,
Last
you
gig
see
I
that
saw
gigs,
was Dave Matthews Band.
Nice.
Got to drink, serve on that.
Nice.
So you're both in good places then to try and catch someone's eye and just come check me out. Here's a drink.
Always
No,
trying.
Gulliver's
Yeah.
just like Northern Quarter's the ultimate bar place, full stop, for just where bands hang out in Manchester.
Yeah, there's loads.
It's sort of lesser known.
Yeah, Castle as well would find I don't go there that often, but Joey that was left from Gore Express, he works on
I know Joey.
He's
Yeah.
a good lad. Charlie that are Blinders have just not long split up, but Charlie from the Blinders drinks in there quite a bit, so chatted to him.
Well,
It's just a cool
Tommy,
place.
the singer, comes in. He used to come in Gulliver's, not seen him for a bit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There's also
There's loads of people that know
Oh
about.
Tom, yeah. No, you're right. I got the wrong one.
in
Bass player Charlie.
Gulliver's, there's someone that's not famous, but he looks dead famous. A guy called Steve, and he looks like Guy Garvey.
He gets me every
Oh,
time.
And the
Are
reason
you
I know,
sure it's not?
well, I
Oh, yeah.
know, because the first time I met him, I spent because when I meet like someone musically famous, I want a conversation with them. I don't want to just meet them and freak out.
Yeah.
I try and play it really cool so I can get a conversation out of them and they think I'm different because I'm one of them. So I bumped into him. Back then, I'm like, you look like Guy Garvey. And I sat with him the entire night drinking, talking about music and everything. I'm talking to Guy Garvey about music. And eventually one of the bartenders go, would you like another pint, Steve? And I went,
Wounder.
I know. It comes in all the time. It gets me every time when he walks through the door.
It's like double taking.
You've had it as well,
it's
where
just Steve.
some girls have come up to him and gone, is that Guy
Yeah.
Garvey? It's Steve, it's not Guy Garvey. It's brackets, yeah.
He's just a guy.
He drinks in Temple, not in Gulliver's.
So just going back to, obviously we've spoken about your family and where your music started, Julian. Bob, is there any music in your family? Musical talent or?
My uncle does opera.
Mm.
Wow.
So he,
Professionally, as a
Or
hobby.
just like in the shower, or
he plays the Skegness Embassy a lot and does the Skegness Musical Theatre.
wow.
He sort of trained me a
Kept this
little
quiet.
bit.
Save it for the podcast.
I'll save it.
Rule number 1.
I was saving this anecdote for Graham Norton, to be honest.
Yeah, we won't go into any more of that then. I'll let you keep that for the big time.
He does Skegness Embassy, but apparently, of course, my mum, I never met my grandparents. Like, all I know is I had 2 nans when I was growing up. One's now passed away, sadly. I've got Phyllis, the legend, who's still around. But both my granddads, they died before I was born. But both of them apparently were very musical, and they just had the ability to they could pick up an instrument and just absolutely play anything by ear.
Yeah.
Was their sort of skill. And they were really into the accordion, both of them, I'm fairly certain.
I'd love to be able to just, I think if I pick that up, it'd be better as a doorstop.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to get
Just
any
an
noise out.
ornament.
It's how Weird Al made his living. You never know.
Yeah.
I think it's been so long since the accordion's been in modern pop. It's now for the
Bring it
comeback.
back.
It's
Bring it back.
Bring back.
Bring it back.
We're bringing it back now.
It's not a petition.
So,
So, Paper Scenes, where did the name come from?
I think from a Blossoms lyric.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
What Blossom song
We
it
were
is.
briefly called something else.
I can't quite remember this bit because I remember talking about it on the train and I was knackered. I think I just got back from tram lines. So I'm sort of there, like, fast on a little bit. I remember waking up and they went, Julian, what do you think about this? I went, I would do. And I went back to sleep.
Could have been
And I woke up and we were Paper Scenes.
We were originally called,
we're in a different dimension.
originally called 42nd Street, obviously, and then recording our debut single, Echo Falls, on the train back, we'd already been thinking about we need to change the name. Because there's a Broadway musical called 42nd Street Musical.
Yeah.
So all of our...
As well as a club.
Anytime people Googled us, they went, I didn't know you wrote a musical. We were like, we haven't. We're not.
We're not that good.
Why do you think I'm asking you for money?
Try and ride that wave just a little bit though.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not doing too well, so
That's what I got. Do you not see all the violin players?
A massive orchestra.
And I came up with the name that was it Paris Lenny's? Because I was really into I was really into the
It
submarine
was some after
soundtrack.
submarine, yeah.
And it was Paris Leni Woman, I'm Your Man on the Moon. I was like, Paris Leni, the Paris Lenis, that's the perfect name.
Yeah.
And then everyone else went, no. Because we had it for like a week and people went,
I think that's what I was
I
half
can't
asleep to.
we got we got a load of people going, we can't spell it. How do we Google it?
yeah.
And we went,
That's
we'll change
that's a
it. And we just
social
went-
media nightmare, that isn't it?
And I think it was a Blossoms lyric. Something about it wasn't exactly paper scenes.
No, it's paper
Was
seams,
it
isn't it?
papered seams or
Yeah.
something? But we misheard it.
Yeah, you heard it as Paper Scenes.
Paper
You're like,
Scenes.
"Oh,
We'll have
that."
That'll take
Yoink.
easy.
The rest is history.
Why put effort into it? We can just nick it off someone
Yeah,
else.
Yeah.
by accident.
Yeah.
So speaking of names, Bav, we've been interested in this, but we have been saving this for the podcast. When I found out your name was Charlie, I'm like, how? It's Charlie, Bav, Chaz, Charlie, Chaz, Bav.
His name's Charlie.
I know. I had to
What?
bring it to you.
This is the secret of generation.
Just pull the mask off now.
I would have gone away with it too. You pesky podcasters.
So
So my
it's
last
the nickname
name's
come from?
Bavin.
Ah, there we are.
See, if I'd have known that, I probably wouldn't have even bothered asking.
That wasn't in the
Yeah,
notes.
so-
No, that's. I just want to apologise to everyone that's
And
listening now.
I want to
It's just that easy.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a better nickname.
Do we want to hear this?
Who
Is
does
it
call-
suitable?
Pause this for a second.
Who does call you it?
Basically, lads that I used to know in secondary school, so my lads group that I still hang around with, and it's Triple B.
Triple
Oh
B.
my god.
Is one of them Bav?
One of them is Bav, the last one's Bav.
Okay.
Have a guess what the first 2 B's are.
I don't want to.
It's really innocent.
I don't know this.
It's none of it. It's not bad. It's
Brains.
right? No.
Have you met him?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even know his last name was Bavington. No.
What the second one's butt?
Big butt Bav.
Close. It's
Bubble
bubble butt Bavin.
Love it.
Bubble butt Bavin.
Apparently, I've got quite a peachy arse.
He's serving you well, so.
Nice.
I've never needed a
I like
cushion
it.
when I sit down.
Triple B.
No matter how hard the stool.
Right, okay, I'll make up note of that. Triple B.
Yeah,
Triple
right
B
now.
Bavin.
Just call them that for the rest of the podcast. So, should we talk about music?
Yes.
the writing process. Like, where does it start? Who writes the tunes? Like, when you get into the writing room, do you?
All sorts of bad.
Yeah, come on,
I basically, I sort of write constantly.
Okay.
So the two singles we recorded are sort of like part of a future album that we're sort of working towards, and that's already had 40 songs that have been written for it that have been then whittled down. But mainly, I think the best example is recently I wrote a new one which is for this album, which I actually will stay. And I sort of, what I do is I write, I do all the chords and everything, get the melodies, and I get the backing as well.
Okay.
Backing vocals often come first, along with the actual main melody. And I just send it to him. I just either a video or the lyrics sometimes. Just go, look at this. you figure your part out.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one I was quite proud of because I think I wrote the most harrowing lyric I've ever written in my life.
God, can you reveal it?
Yeah. It was, I've been bothering the nurses, you've been bothering with hearses. Just so sad.
I've not even started.
But I said it to him with the thing, I've outdone myself. Was the opening bit. Said all the lyrics and just went, and all I got back was, do you need to call someone? Are you okay?
Send back some helplines for you.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm fine. I just thought it was a good line. But then we do that, and then you and me work on it a bit.
Yeah, I sort of occasionally you'll come in with a main riff.
Yeah,
and then I'll sort of finish it off. Or sometimes you don't have anything.
Yeah.
So now I'll sort it all
I'm
out.
always open. I'm really open for collaboration of just someone going, it should be like this.
Mm.
Because I feel like a song's more enjoyable when there's more people. When every person in a band enjoys the part they've written.
Yeah.
The live performance doesn't have to be faked.
Yeah.
You just enjoy playing it. You're like, so what I sort of do is, I mean, with you a bit, and especially with bass, I try and do. I'll write half of it. Because that way I sort of
as a rough guide to take it in.
Well, it's more that I know I'll get the hook, I'll write the hook, and then the rest is open for interpretation. Because that way I know the hook's there, so whatever it is still popping. But then him in his head will just go, I wrote this.
Yeah.
Because he wrote half of it, which is enough for anyone to just go, I wrote this. This is my part of a genius.
That's all you need, isn't it? Yeah.
And then drums are sort of, I just beatbox to Jonah when I need to.
Yeah.
We do that in the band all the time. The amount of poorly executed beatboxing sessions we've had to try and get Arthur to do the most simplest of beats, but in our head it's the most straight. It's like John Bonham kind of drum beat that we're trying to come up with.
And in the end, you just give up and just let them do.
Yeah, it's like, oh, do you mean this? No, but
yeah,
that will do.
Yeah. I'm sure. Well, that'll pass.
An acoustic version comes before the full track. Basically.
Do you write on the acoustic then? Or exclusive? Is that your go-to, or does it just happen to be?
Not exclusive anymore. It used to be when I first started for a long while, but recently back at home. So I sort of make trips home just purely for this. My mum's got me a massive electric organ.
Nice.
With a drum machine sort of fitted into it.
Oh, nice.
But I write very differently on that than I do on an acoustic. Acoustic's very much simple indie pop kind of style. Anytime I hit that electric organ, it just becomes hard house.
It's a different inspiration altogether. Strumming along
where
to
are these songs at?
and
pressing
down on keys on a piano or a keyboard or
very
whatever.
Yeah.
It is very different. You play the same chords, and so I get that. I don't quite get how hard house comes out, but I understand the difference from an acoustic to.
It's purely because the electric organ I've got, you can set the tempo of the drum track.
Right.
I think the limiter's broken because it's a bit old. So you can sort of push it further than you can.
Just like,
so sort of the rock drums are and then all you need is just a bit of. So the amount of times I've sat there late at night just doing is it Gypsy Woman, the 90s song? Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Just on loop. Just recreating 90s dance music on this electric organ by myself.
These are going to be all our B-sides.
Yeah.
About this.
You want to write some German techno and take it with you to Berlin next year?
Some crap.
When you're going to Berlin edition.
Yeah, I hand it to him. He writes his riff with a little bit coming in for me. And then we go to Jonah and we go, we need drums.
Yeah.
And
so
then
you do that bit.
Drums, bass, they sort of just collaborate together and then we work on it for like a good rehearsal session. And that's the track. But it still is open to change up until, because Bucketful of Dinosaurs, JRPG, the 2 singles we just recorded.
I change them all the time. I'm never happy.
We got in our studio and there was
It's not a bad way to be, though, is it?
No,
Just trying to find that.
A lot of times I've like changed
not until
like
it's
gig
recorded.
to gig
Okay.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Not until it's recorded is the track truly finished in my eyes.
I agree.
Yeah. So who are you recording with at the minute?
It's Gareth Nuttall.
Mm-hmm.
That's the correct name. Yeah.
Yep. We've just done 2 singles.
Is that a studio name as well, or is that
I
just...
think the
Gareth
studio's
Nuttall.
called the Lounge.
The
Lounge
Lounge.
recording.
Okay.
In Wigan. Gareth Nuttall producer.
I've seen his name knocking about. I'm not seeing much
Gareth
of him.
Nuttall producer, I think is his Instagram name.
Okay, yeah.
The top lad.
Amazing.
A lot of fun.
We were
Genuinely amazing.
quickly chatting before, but you're saying he's quite creative on the songs as well.
Oh, he's so open to everything.
So are you quite open to going, now that you've worked with him, this was the first time you've worked with him,
Yeah.
now you've worked with him, would you be more open to going with maybe half a song, knowing that you'll come out with a full song, or is that not how you work?
Never do that because I feel like it would waste time. If you come with half a song, it's going to waste time. We did have,
We're very
with
quick.
this one we did have the bass part was sort of made up there and there.
Mhm.
But there were still ideas in the, never come without ideas,
Mhm.
but be open to change.
Yeah.
I think it's the best way to go about it.
Mhm.
So we are coming in with the full song, but when he goes, I don't think it works.
Yeah.
We'll just change it then.
Move some bits and bobs about.
In fact, if I really disagree, and I think this part of the song is really important, I will say, but I think it's better the more people collaborate, the more.
I imagine he'd be open to that as well.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
no,
obviously you want to come out with your song, don't you? You want to come out with the Paper Scene song. You don't want to come out with a Gareth Nuttall song.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he wants the same for you as well.
Yeah.
So
That's, I think,
it sounds like a good relationship that you got there with him.
Yeah, it was great.
We've already talked to him about maybe doing the rest of the EP with him.
Oh, yeah,
which
we'll-
I think
we'll be
probably-
back.
We absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be back.
You haven't seen The Last
Yeah,
of
really.
Us.
he hasn't. But he's so loved, and also the cup of teas. He
Oh,
loves to-
you say,
he
yeah.
loves to-
He
he
loves
loves
a
a
cup
cup
of
of
tea.
tea. He out-teed you, and you're.
He
I-
out-teed you.
I love a cup of tea. That kettle's on all the time. I was
It's
loving it.
constantly
I
boiling.
loved it.
Yeah, everyone could drink a
Great
cup of tea,
lad.
but could you drink 8+ in a day?
Yeah.
We did.
I was over lockdown. Over
Over
lockdown, I was
lockdown?
just filling up the kettle, boiling it, having one, reboil it, have another one. I was just drink it
Was
dry.
that you were
I fill it
cup
back
of
up.
teaing?
The
that
second
it?
half of lockdown.
that
I
like your-
indulged the first half, but the
Is
second
that
half.
like John Lennon, your lost years?
The tea years.
Based in tea.
I lost something at that time. I'm not sure it was.
I just lost my hair. That's why I lost during COVID. Yeah. Have you got a favourite song you've written? Is it recorded? Or is it in the pipeline?
I'm gonna have to say, as much as I want to say the last song I wrote, it has to. I think it has to. Bucketful of Dinosaurs was a proper. It's like a baby to me. That song.
Okay.
It's about one of my favourite shows growing up as a kid. Harry's Bucketful of Dinosaurs. It's also about some deep topics I think I experienced lightly as a kid growing up. I put so much work into that. That song's been revised over and over and over again to reach the point it has.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, this whole album we're working on is
All bits and bobs we do.
an absolute passion project to me.
And that song's out now.
That's what we've just been in the studio doing.
The Dinosaur.
So
Bucketful of Dinosaurs.
Bucketful of Dinosaurs.
it might be out, or
Ah,
it might be a little bit later than this. I'm not too
Okay.
sure. Yet.
so it's not currently released as of recording.
Not
No,
this.
it's not
Yeah.
currently.
Okay.
It doesn't problem. No, it is.
So well, that's exciting then.
The hype train is building. for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
excitement is
really.
brewing.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Well, because it's obviously sounding like you're so prolific at writing. Is that by far your favourite? Have you got? You must have like a top 5, top 10. That sounds like a clear top winner.
Yeah, what else?
See, there are other ones. There's one I have that's so far in advance the band's not going to get to it for years if we keep going.
Jesus.
Oh, keep you on the edge of your seat, Julian.
No,
Even
there's never a day off.
I only recently sent you
I'm
this.
so tired.
A song
Please,
called- a
please
song
just give me a break.
Yeah. A song called Sitcoms was
Oh yeah,
definitely
yeah,
one
you
that I
mentioned
quite
it.
love. Was it Crash Diet? Was another one that I
We
really loved.
did
Sound
a bit
you-
of Crash Diet.
That
thought
was a good one.
sick.
That's more of a
Really
silly
good.
one.
Yeah.
How do you write them? Like, do you tell stories in your songs, or are like Bucketful of Dinosaurs, it sounds like you touched on very personal aspects of your life. Can you create a scenario and write a song about that scenario?
Oh yeah.
To get through so many songs.
I don't think there's any specific. I sort of write on how I feel at the moment. There isn't a specific way where I will have to do abstract. I'll have to do storytelling. I'll have to do really blunt stuff. I think that's sort of the fun in it for me, is that I don't really know when I start a song. I don't really know where it's going to go.
And where do you start? Do you start lyrically? Do you start on the organ? Do you start on the acoustic?
Honestly, it starts with 90% of my life is just walking around singing vocal melodies. And every now and then I touch on one, and then I just go, "Oh, what word could I bring to that?" And then it's whatever I'm sort of feeling in that moment is the first lyric, and that'll be the base of the song.
Yeah.
So
would you rush home then to get that started, or do you voice note it?
I just keep singing it.
Yeah. And
if I find a melody I like, I keep singing it, and I tap sort of the drum rhythm on my leg.
Yeah.
So the last one I did, it was a song called Sibling Rivalry, which hopefully, if we're lucky, will be on. If we do an album, that will be on the album. It won't be on the EP. But I had, it was about my brother, but then I started writing about my brother, and then it took a complete turn because I didn't want to write all about that. So I took a complete turn and went, let's just make it a sad song.
So it became a sad song.
I just started with this idea of I'm going to write about my brother, and then just went, I wrote like 2 lines about my brother and went, I don't like where this is going. I'm fine, I'll keep those 2 lines because they're good, and just change the direction.
Okay.
And that makes a lot more interesting ideas, I find, than just trying to write based on what my initial thought was. If I am open to running with some lunacy.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like you also get a song that more people can relate to. Because it's sort of about nothing, but it's also about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I do try and write a bit of lunacy, basically. Just a bit of madness. It's just the ramblings of a madman over and over again.
So the Bucketful of Dinosaurs one must have been. Is it? That's what it's called. Bucketful of Dinosaurs.
Yeah, Bucketful.
Has it been on the cards for a long time then? Did you write it when you were younger, like you said, when you were?
Not.
Or is it
probably about
something that just came into your head?
2 to 1 year.
I remember the first time playing it. It was about a year ago now.
So you've played it live?
Yeah, played it live. It's one of the pilots of us that I.
Yes, great.
Did you play it at Gulliver's?
Yes.
Okay. It was a great set. That I can't say I would know it if you pointed out which part of the set it was, but it was a very, very good set when we came down for that.
We've sort of got a section now on our set that is that EP, basically.
So like the middle.
Okay.
So it was like the middle of the
3
set.
songs, JRPG, Alchemy Class 101, and then A Bucketful of Dinosaurs. Are like they're completely different from everything else we play. Like Echo Falls, I do think is a bit different from it.
Yeah, they're all.
So we've got like the first things we wrote when we were like an original band, and then we've got these ideas which are more conceptual. They all sort of link together, like musically as well as the ideas they bring. Cause it's a lot about childhood, basically.
Do you play them in a certain order live then to give that full effect of this is the start, this is the middle, this is the end? Okay, that's interesting. It'd be nice to come see you again and
we
see that as well.
We may change the setup a little bit to try and because we're working on this EP, just trying.
Keep me on a string there. Like,
always changing.
Adding a few more songs to try and introduce it a bit more earlier.
Yeah.
So people are already when it comes around.
Yeah.
You know them a little bit.
No one's having to learn the lyrics off from scratch.
Yeah.
It's good that it's from that gig that we came down to. It looked like you had a lot of regulars there as well. So to keep them on the toes, I think it's a really smart way to do it.
Thank you.
So is it going to be more at the end of the year then? Next gig or?
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Working a few bits and bobs.
Yeah.
We don't want to rush you. It sounds like you've got a lot going.
I know.
It sounds like you've got a lot, Julian. Keeping up.
My God, some of the stuff he sends.
Run before you can walk.
Yeah.
Give me 5 minutes and I'll have a crack at it. We'll have a look.
Do you have a favourite venue that you've played at in Manchester? I mean, you play with the Cavs in.
We played with you.
Yeah. Canvas, yeah.
Was it Utopias?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Good gig.
It was a good
A lot of fun. Yeah, that was great.
Tough sound.
It was a bit, sort of, it's like the big concrete walls.
Yeah.
It's all a little bit hard. But no, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. It's a shame that it's not there anymore.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
It was down now, yeah. Wasn't
I
that
only
long?
let you a week.
Yeah. I only felt. I think someone told me 2 weeks ago, and I was like, it only felt like 2 weeks ago that we played that. It was December, but it's a shame though.
Favourite gig in Manchester?
Academy 3 was bad.
Academy 3 was Spangled.
Yeah.
Then I think Gulliver's. Our headliner in Gulliver's, because we obviously headlined 33 Oldham Street before.
Yeah.
It was great. We had a walk on for that. But like, just Gulliver's as itself, it's beautiful.
It is a good venue.
I like
the narrow hall kind of feel to it.
I like the fact I almost died at that gig.
Because
when you climbed up on the that was a great stage move.
I didn't realise until after talking to some guy later that it turns out the reason that he was panicking when I got up there wasn't because I shouldn't be up there. It was because I had knocked the speaker on the way up, so it was rocking, and he went, "What you were sat on was plywood. If the speaker goes, you're just falling." And I was like, "What do I fall onto?" He went, "Steel stairs."
Oh, wow, fucking hell.
Be a good end though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Be a good end to this.
It's not fair.
Maybe it'd skyrocket paper scenes into the stratosphere.
Not me. Wouldn't skyrocket.
Hey, no, you'd have plummeted.
Straight into a wheelchair is where it skyrocketed.
What was your walk-on song for 33 Oldham Street?
Do we have one?
Yeah.
You said you had one.
You said
That's why I said it.
I'll bring it up in my notes in my minutes.
What the hell was it?
I can't remember.
I remember the Gulliver's one.
Okay.
That was madness.
Was it Little Green Bag?
Yes, that's what it was. Little Green Bag is what we
all
were
in the suits like Reservoir
I know
Dogs.
we got recorded on a walk on. That's why I say it. We got recorded. We had a friend record.
I see. Okay.
I can't remember the song.
Yeah,
Because
Little Green Bag.
my favourite song that we've walked onto, we did a gig in Ashbourne. And it was free because it was for a previous member's birthday, mum's birthday. And I said we sort of agreed we're going to go on to the Top Cat theme tune. And
How did that go down?
And they had a pool table just before the stage, like to the side.
Mm-hmm.
So I jump up at exactly the lyric of the indisputable leader of the gang and just pointed at the audience.
We're all stood
What
there
way
going,
to sell yourself?
Oh, it's brilliant.
get off here.
And then we did that and we played for 2 hours straight that gig.
Yeah, in the hottest room in the world.
How much of that was covers then? If knowing that you've got that many songs in your ballads.
4 or 5 covers on.
Yeah, that's impressive. What covers did you do?
Fontaine's Boys in the Better Land.
Yeah.
Nice.
House
Disco.
Martins.
Yeah, a Happy Hour House
Yeah.
House Martins and Disco 2000 and Love Machine by Girls Aloud.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Really good.
I went Vaccines as well.
Oh, yeah, if you want to buy the vaccine.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
That's the fun.
Good covers then.
Yeah, really good.
Good crowd pleasers as well.
Yeah,
It's,
Yeah.
fun to play. So you touched on supporting Spangled at Academy 3.
Yes.
We came to that gig, but because of work, we got there not long. I think we were about
It was
halfway
like your last
through.
song, I think it was.
Oh, it's not good enough.
It was either as you were coming off, or it might have been just as Locking were coming on. But that looked like a packed room. Even after.
It was sold out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was top.
The good lads, did you knock about with them much?
Yeah, I've known them for a few years-ish now. But they're...
As a band or individuals?
As a band, and like, I know more like personally.
Okay.
But their manager, Gabby, watching this, I've known her for years. Proper like childhood friends.
Yeah.
So she moved to Manchester a few years before me. So I moved, met up with her. And then I remember they were playing Gulliver's again.
Mm-hmm.
And got introduced to them, got chatting, and then that was it. Ended up on a night out with them. And then out with them every now and again. To come into work and stuff.
They come across as a proper laugh to be out with.
They're really funny.
brilliant.
They are mental.
Yeah.
Love them to bits. Crackers.
I stopped crying with one of them.
You did, yes.
Stopped to cry.
A crime.
Oh, stopped a
A
crime.
crime. With Niall.
Someone getting mugged.
Wow.
Well, it's more than someone getting mugged. We basically saw, I can't remember what the event was. It might have been, we played off the square, and it might have been that night.
Yeah,
we
right.
played off the square, and they were doing a DJ set directly afterwards, so we went out partying with them. And we were walking Gabby back, or it might have been a different night, but we were walking Gabby back, me and Niall.
Always
And
Gabby.
we're outside near the Ritz, in Manchester. And we just see this bloke sort of wrestling this woman's handbag off of her as she's trying to get into Uber. So obviously we're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We apprehend the bloke. Gabby sits the woman down.
Uh-huh.
She misses the Uber. Police get involved. With like, we just literally call the police like, yeah, we think just mugging's just happened. We've sort of stopped it. Can you? But it turns out
tie this up for us.
he wasn't.
He was getting mugged.
Really?
He was getting mugged.
You're joking.
Yes. So
What a
thank God Gabby stopped the woman, because it would have been really bad if we went, "Oi, stop mugging that woman."
Yeah.
Wait till get in
Yeah.
the car.
yeah.
Get in the
Here's the
car.
bag as well. Yeah.
No, she apparently nicks his laptop or his iPad or something.
Oh God, what a turn of events.
So the police come, and then, like a moron, this guy just went, as the police are there, they're dealing with the situation, he lunges for the bag. The whole situation hasn't been explained. So me, Niall, and Gabby just like, shall we go? The minute he's pinned up to a police car, they're consoling the crying mother. And then we later find out that, she nicked his
Oh God.
technology.
Write a song about that. Tapping
I
your
imagine it's
leg at the-
already in the repertoire.
Yeah.
Future Spangle song.
The tour.
Yeah.
We were doing a little bit of digging, seeing what you've been up to in the couple of years that you've existed, and you were on tour last year,
Yes.
2023.
Oh yes, a few
You
dates. and
did
stuff.
Why Not last year as well, didn't you?
Yes.
We did.
So tell us a bit about the tour. You ended it at 33 Oldham Street.
Yes, we ended it on a headliner.
So
Yeah.
tell us
We
the
did.
steps from
I
the
don't
start.
really know, to be honest. We just sort of, it was at a time when we had someone that was sort of organising gigs for us.
Yeah, we had a lot of gigs going.
That's the
I
dream,
remember,
that, isn't it?
yeah. I remember, obviously, Why Not was amazing.
Mm.
That's something else. Playing to like a completely full tent.
Yeah. Who was that? Was that with?
It was
With This Feeling.
This feeling.
Yeah.
So the allotment stage there.
Okay.
That was great. And yeah, we did the headliner at 33, and then the week before we did the headliner at Sheffield.
Okay. Which venue?
Sydney Matilda,
Oh, with
Oh, yeah.
really good venue. The downstairs.
downstairs.
Great venue,
They've
that.
built that venue out of it now.
Yeah, it changes.
Have they?
We
Right
go
on the
quite
stage.
a lot. Yeah,
It's about a 200 capacity stage, if they said. It might be bigger.
Oh, wow.
downstairs. It changes every time we go. It's a great place.
It is good. Looks like a good bar as well.
Yeah,
Love to
yeah.
just go there, for a night out.
Yeah, it's a good place. That I remember it like opening and stuff. It's cool. But yeah, I can't remember what other dates were on that little list.
Do you remember how many gigs you did? How extensive was the tour?
Was it like 5, 6?
That's not bad, that.
It's a
Something like
blur
that.
for me now.
It feels like a decade ago. All this stuff. But yeah, there were fantastic gigs, all of them.
Do you remember the places where you went, rather than the venues? Like which cities you went?
Can't remember anything.
I
It's just
can't.
blacked out.
What a ride! What a ride! that
Wait,
must
go
have
for
been.
where I'm at, Liverpool.
Why Not was brilliant. But I don't
That'll
remember.
do.
Why Not was brilliant, but I don't remember Why Not. Everyone else does.
I'll tell you
Because I
about
had
that.
far
I will
too
tell
many
you about
pints.
Why Not. We just played quite early in the morning.
At Why Not?
At Why Not. Fantastic. Get all the gear off, like, right, let's have a good weekend. He gets hammered. Absolutely annihilated.
As is my
Fair play.
right.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I'm sharing a tent with him.
Oh dear.
So we're knackered. All right, let's start this day off. He's hammered, comes into the tent, falls asleep instantly. There's a rave going on, like across from me. One of the stage is having a rage. I remember like the ground like bouncing. I'm like, oh god. He's snoring his head off.
It's not
Then
the
he
sleeping
rolls
competition,
over
that,
on
is it?
top of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, get off me. That's still going off. And then the tent's nearly blowing that off. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to go fix this tent. So then I'm outside in the pissing rain trying to sort this tent out. But he's fast on, not a clue. This rave's going off. Could hear some other geezer snoring like next to me. I'm like, what's going off here? What am I doing here?
Quickly turned into
Ow.
an awful weekend.
I'm like, how
I had a
long will it
pleasant
take
night.
me? How long will it take me to walk back home? It's like, what's going on here?
How close were you to just upping and offing
I nearly went to the rave
to get some sleep?
I thought, I reckon that's easier than dealing with this.
I had a lovely night's sleep.
I bet you did.
Well, it was we were waiting for the Royston Club, weren't we? We were watching the act before.
Oh God, yeah.
And within that 30-minute period, I had 5 pints. Because I kept turning up halfway through a pint anyway, because I just bought it.
Yeah.
And going, I'll be off in a sec. I'll be back in a sec. It's just I kept doing loops around him as I was drinking the caps.
My pushing point was when you rolled on top of me. I thought, right,
yeah,
I'm gonna go somewhere.
That's enough.
It's
so
like
did you stay for the whole weekend then?
Oh yeah.
You played Why Not? What day did you play?
The Friday. So
Friday morning.
We got there on the Thursday.
Okay.
So we did the Thursday and then the whole weekend.
Nice. That's a good weekend, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
It's great. We did. I think it was Isle of Wight last year with this feeling, and it's such a good offer to be able to stay for the whole weekend and enjoy all the bands that are playing.
They're fantastic.
So, do you remember who else was on the lineup on your allotment stage?
Seb Lowe was on it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing all right.
He's doing all right.
Yeah.
If I remember right, yes.
Roller.
If I remember, Lilacs headlined the Thursday,
mm-hmm.
and I think Rosella's was the Friday. Roller was the Saturday, and Spangled was the Sunday. If I remember that right.
That's a good lineup. That headline for the weekend.
I remember the Sways were on. I think Ruby J was on.
Claws, wasn't it?
Might have been. I can't quite remember.
Was it? No, the Clyde played.
The Clyde were
Squid.
on that big stage.
Giant Squid, that's it.
Yeah. A few people slightly new.
Do you hang out with many of them? You kind of knocking about backstage. Are you camping near any of them?
I think everyone at Why Not just sort of did their own thing, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember seeing a few bands that I knew, camping around us and having a few drinks with them and stuff. If I remember right, I think it was a band called Bowman. That's one of my mates' managers and stuff like that. So I remember seeing all that. I'm like, right, we're going there. We'll have a few drinks with them lads.
A good weekend then.
It was fantastic.
Nice, really good. Should we?
Yeah, I was just gonna say you've hinted at the EP, and you've hinted a little bit about the gig at the end of the year. But what does the next 6 months look like for you guys?
We're working on a tour.
Trying to get a few dates in, yeah.
Just basically tour all over the country.
Ooh.
Get the single, get back in the studio, do the rest of the EP. Sort of that thing. Just get everything going.
Keep it going.
Keep the mystery as well.
Oh yeah.
Don't show too many cards. I like it.
Never. Poker faces on.
Watch the space.
That's it.
Don't forget this is being videoed. There's no poker face there. So we're gonna get a song from you before you leave.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you want to introduce what that song's gonna be? Tell us a little bit about it.
I think the song is, as we talked about earlier, Bucketful of Dinosaurs we're going to do.
I think it will be.
It
will be the next single.
Yes.
It will be the next single. So
is there a release date yet?
Not yet.
Announced.
Not yet.
There might be.
Keep the mystery.
So
tension. Keep the mystery.
it might be out before this comes out. It might be out after, but
that's it.
We're going to get to
it out this year.
Okay, good.
We're going to get to hear an acoustic version of it, which I imagine will not have been heard. So this will be exciting anyway for anyone that tunes into this. So we'll leave it to you and look forward to hearing it.
Okay.
Here is Bucketful of Dinosaurs by Paper Scenes.
Mr. Mischievous keeps on barreling down that wooden hill. Mum says I told you 2 times before, now young Harry, next time it's gonna be a bloody bitter pill to swallow. It's always just another bloody bitter pill to swallow. And where's that rascal shouting through the walls as he hides behind the upstairs skirting board? A young whirlwind that just can't focus. A book works well as a shield for taking the brunt of it. Taking the brunt of it. Oh, taking the brunt of it. Taking the brunt of it. Oh, how the bell comes whipping round when you least expect it. Harry had a bucket full of dinosaurs and he stood him at the door before his head hits the pillow. You stand tall, son, you stand proud. They're never gonna get me this time around. You stand tall, son, you stand proud. Ignore them when they're knocking another bottle down. Brush up guts and brush up clean, 'cause the sock on the buckle, out go your baby teeth. It's such a painful sting, but I feel fine. Next time I know just to fall in line, 'cause you got eyes out the back of your head. Harry had a bucket full of dinosaurs and he stood him at the door before his head hits the pillow. You stand tall, son, you stand proud. They're never gonna get me this time around. You stand tall, son, you stand proud. Ignore them when they're knocking another bottle down. Full of dinosaurs and he stood him at the door before his head hits the pillow. Harry had a bucket full of dinosaurs and he stood him at the door before his head hits the pillow. 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 Pack it in up there. 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 Pack it in.
That was A Bucket Full of Dinosaurs by Paper Scenes. Thank you very much for joining us, lads.
Thank you.
Hope you had a good time.
Brilliant.
Oh, it's been great.
It's been lovely having you down.
This has been episode 6 of the BeatRoots podcast, last of the season.
What a ride.
What a ride it's been. Thank you very much
We're
for
the finale.
You are the grand finale. Yes.
You're signing this whole thing.
Thank you very much for watching and for listening. See you next time.
No, thank you.
We'll catch you at a gig. See you soon.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Bye.